Ms. Contour.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here this morning in the state of Ohio versus Jalita McAdams. We were last before you on May 19th of this year. At that time, the defendant did enter a plea to count 1, theft, a felony of the 5th degree. Your Honor ordered a pre-sentence report and a victim impact statement, which have been completed. We are here today for the purposes of sentencing.
Ms. McAdams is requesting community control in this case. She understands that she did wrong here. She took full responsibility in the pre-sentence report. Use of alcohol and depression over the recent death of her father, and she indicates she was running with the wrong people. Gentleman and his girlfriend kind of put her up to going in to this store and doing what she did.
What do you want to tell me, Ms. McAdams, before I sentence you?
I just want to take accountability for my actions and apologize to Arts and Beauty for taking their items and apologize to the court.
Who's Jesse McDade?
That's Renee's boyfriend.
Who's that?
Renee, the one that took me to the store, her boyfriend.
Renee, who's Renee?
Who's a so-called friend. I thought she was a friend at the time.
You went into the store with Renee?
Yeah. No, I went to the store with our dude.
Who?
Jesse.
Where was Renee?
Renee, she was sitting in the car.
Why did you go into the store?
Because they was on payment to go in there.
They were going to pay you for what?
To go take the merchandise.
So what did you do? Tell me how this plan was executed.
Then I just went in there and took the merchandise, and then she paid me.
What was Jesse doing?
Oh, he was in the store. He was walking around, putting stuff in his pocket too.
Was he talking to the workers?
I don't recall, no.
So you just went right up to the counter and took a whole bunch of sample perfumes.
Yes, sir.
You took 27 bottles of sample perfumes. Right?
Yes, sir.
What'd you do with them?
I gave them to her.
Well, you took a big bag in there to put them in?
Where's my purse?
How big is your purse?
That big. It's just a deep purse.
So did you take all the bottles that were out there?
No.
How many other bottles were out there, you think?
I don't know how many other bottles, sir, but I didn't take all of them.
So you took them out, you left the store, and where'd you go?
No, I went back home with my nieces and nephews.
Well, you went into the same car you came in, right?
Oh, yeah.
With Jesse driving? Or who
No,
was driving?
Renee was driving.
What's Renee's last name?
What's her? I think it's Ramsey.
Huh?
Ramsey.
Ramsey and
Yeah.
Jesse McDade?
Yes, sir.
How long had you known them?
Not too long.
Where'd you meet them?
Through another friend.
Huh?
This girl named another female.
Who was the other female?
I'm trying to remember her. Taisha Jones.
How'd you know Taisha Jones?
Running the streets, sir.
And she introduced you to Renee and Jesse McDade?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because I was asking her, how can I make some fast money?
And so then you met Jesse and Renee, and how did they tell you were going to make some fast money?
They told me what to do to go in the store, and they bought me some drinks, and I went in there.
So did you get back in the car?
Yes, sir.
Where did you guys go?
After we left the store, they dropped me off.
Where?
To my sister's house.
How much they pay you?
Well, it was $150.
They gave you $150 for going there and stealing $4,400 worth of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, they ripped you off, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
Now, you're the only one that got caught, right?
Yes.
Jesse's still out there running around stealing perfume bottles. What does he do with them?
I guess he's selling them. I don't know. I don't keep up with him like that.
What?
I don't keep up with him, sir.
Were you with him on the day before also?
No.
Who were you with the day before?
You talking about the girl? I don't know.
You don't know?
I know I wasn't with them.
Huh?
I was not with them, sir.
Well, you were in North Olmsted in an Ulta store there the day before, right? Stealing perfume bottles?
I don't think that was the day before.
That was the day before.
Oh, it was?
Who were you with?
Oh, well, then I was with them then. I didn't know that was the day before, though.
How much did they pay you for that one?
I forgot.
How much did you steal there?
I don't remember, sir.
You're pretty much a lifelong thief, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had a hard life growing up, and it be difficult for me to get a job. Then I have a drinking problem, me being on psych meds, and it's just like the only thing I know how to do.
Why don't you do something? Why don't you learn how to do something different? You got a robbery in 2011 you went to prison for. You got drug and alcohol cases all over the place. The theft in North Olmsted is still pending. You got 9 warrants out there. What are those all for?
But public intoxication, over containers.
Theft. There's one for theft in
The county.
Rocky River or Westlake. There's one in Geauga County for theft. That's after this theft.
So I got 2 other thefts or 3?
You got probably 3, at least. You've been put on probation many times before, right?
Yes.
And you don't comply with probation, right?
I did my time for it.
Right, because you don't comply. So they eventually terminate you and send you to prison or jail, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're telling me that you only met this Jesse McDade through somebody else you run the streets with, and you haven't seen or heard from him since, right?
Yes.
Okay. I must confess I didn't know there was such a big black market for stolen perfume out of Altas, but apparently there is. Did you know that?
No.
So you know nothing about what happens after you steal that stuff?
No, sir.
Okay. You sure about that?
What you mean by do I know anything what happened after that?
Right, that's what I mean.
I mean, I know if I get caught, I'm gonna get in trouble and go to jail. I understand that part. I gotta pay the consequences for it.
The consequences don't seem to faze you, though, because you keep stealing and you keep getting caught and you keep getting sentenced, but then you get back out and you keep doing the same thing. So what exactly are you accepting responsibility for?
I'm accepting the responsibility for not going back in the stores and learn my lesson.
Okay.
Because it keep on giving me the same results, the same place, and I'm getting tired of keep going through this.
Well, maybe then you'll stop. I don't know. Is Contour?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is recommending prison. The defendant has 5 prior felony convictions that I counted, 2 prior prison terms, and 9 warrants out for her arrest, as well as the 3 pending felony theft cases. So we do not believe she's amenable to committee control sanctions.
Okay. Well, I reviewed the pre-sentence report. Did you get a victim impact statement?
No, Your Honor.
Well, we sent one out, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
And they don't bother to. So what, are you asking for restitution?
$4,472.
Where does that number come from?
That is from there was 27 tester bottles that were taken. That is the price added up of all 27 of those bottles.
Where did that price come from?
The store.
Where? I thought they didn't submit a victim impact statement.
They didn't. That was from the police report, Your Honor.
So they said to the reporting officer that night that the Tom Ford Cafe Rose was worth exactly $200.
Yes, Your Honor, and I did talk to them on the phone prior to indictment.
Is that the price of the perfume full sample bottle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Weren't these sample bottles?
They were, Mr.
Meaning some were used?
Some were used. Mr. Matthews and I had a conversation about this before it was indicted, and I believe prior to the defendant pleading, that if I have the code section in front of me, but the law does consider in a case like this when they're stolen, that it should be the price of the full item.
What statute is that?
Give me a second.
And why would they be entitled to?
It's
First of all, why don't they bother to make a claim on this stuff if they're concerned about their stuff getting stolen over and over? Because apparently this is an epidemic that I wasn't aware of.
Your Honor, I think it's 2913.61, which is what I have in front of me. I'm looking for the section in which it states that specifically. It is D2 of that section.
How do I know that this bottle of Tom Ford Cafe Rose was worth $200? Says who?
That was reported to the officers at the time that this theft was reported by employees of Ulta.
Okay. Has that been verified at all by any means?
That's what they reported to the officers.
So just what they said it is worth?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've considered the contents of the pre-sentence report, which, as Ms. Contour has indicated, reveals a lengthy record and multiple prison terms. And I have considered the fact that there is no victim impact statement despite the request to help verify things, amounts, and contents. I considered all the provisions in 29, 29, 11, 12, and 13. Clearly, you're not amenable to community control. You get penalized mostly through probation, and you refuse to comply and change what you're doing. So I'm going to sentence you to 12 months in prison. When you get out, you might be on post-release control, and the costs are assessed. Anything further, Ms. Contour?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Matthews?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
As the hearing came to an end, the judge looked beyond a single shoplifting incident. This wasn't just about stolen perfume. It was about a pattern that had repeated for years. Despite admitting responsibility and asking for another chance, the defendant's long criminal history, repeated probation failures, and pending cases convinced the court that probation was no longer the answer. In the end, the judge sentenced her to 12 months in prison, concluding that accountability had to come before another opportunity. This case is a reminder that the promise of quick money can come with lasting consequences. A decision made for just $150 ultimately led to a prison sentence, while those who allegedly encouraged the theft were not the ones standing before the court that day. In the courtroom, every choice carries weight, and repeated mistakes can eventually outweigh every excuse. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real courtroom cases and legal stories.